Let's get it. College football. 26, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Texas Longhorns, baby. University of Southern California. It never rains in Southern California. On the road in the Pacific Northwest, up at Washington. Let's go. They're up in Seattle. I know what that is because I was stationed in Bremerton. Bremerton Shipyard. Get it, boys. Okay.
You can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium.
D-back, what is defensive back University.
The national champions from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe.
They got a nice stadium.
For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis.
Oh wow!
Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this one started.
Hey, hi. All right, we're going up against Luis today. Let's go, Luis. Let's get it.
And the Trojans will kick it away first.
That's a good kick. That's a good kick.
Out of the end zone.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's how you open up a can.
So the Washington Huskies offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their
Hawkins.
own right.
Hawkins got 93 acceleration. Okay. Hold up.
How fun is it to have two
Hey,
guys, one on each side, when they have the football,
hey.
like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways.
Can't run that fast.
And hit home runs from
Go.
anywhere on the field.
And I think what
That
makes
eye.
them really unique too, David, is that they're very
Go.
versatile guys. Both guys can run
Go.
between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different
Got him. Safety.
He's gonna go down and he's in
Got
his
him.
own end zone. It's gonna be a
Got him. Let's go. Don't help him up. He got down there by himself. Let's go.
First drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually
That play was done off special
with
teams.
the safety to open this thing
Go.
up.
Jedi. Let's go.
They'll set up
That was
with a
Ward.
free
That was
kick
Ward.
from
My
their own
bad.
20. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Woo.
Quick spin on the run.
Woo. Had to spin for the save. The
So
save myself.
USC's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you
All right, here we
talked
go.
about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yes.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast.
That's how you open up the game right there, baby. When in doubt, run it out. Look at the block. Look at the blocking, baby. They putting people on their keister. Look at that speed, baby. Set the tone, baby. Set the tone and leave me alone. Now dies. Let's go. No flags on the play, baby. No flags on the play. That counts. Look at it one more time. Look at it again. They got to show that block one more time. They got to show that block one more time. Let the clock run. We got time. Hold on. Just hold on, Luis. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not trying to be funny. No, I may not get enough around like that, man. You that good, bro. You that good. But look at the block. Look at the agility and the ability. And it's just outright speed. All right, let's go.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Got it yet. That's clock management right there. That's clock management.
Right down the middle.
That's clock management right there. That's clock management right there. I'm saying like Savada mentioned, that's clock management.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football.
Way to knock it loose, baby. Way to back up on the backup. Let's go. Way to back up on the backup. He had me beat. He had me beat. All right, here we go. Got to run, boys. We got to run.
He'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself.
He ain't going nowhere. You ain't Michael Vick. You ain't Michael Vick.
For just a second about Washington.
You ain't Michael Vick. Let's go.
This is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just
There you
the two
go.
top teams in the conference. These
Gotta
might be
punt
two
that.
of the better teams in the
You gotta
entire
punt that.
country.
Let me get
These two
that.
teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. But this is a matchup. Regardless
Catch
of
the
whether
ball
you're a
first.
fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been
Go.
waiting to see.
Man, it's so nice that
Spin on him.
wins this. You talk about putting yourself in
Hold
a
on to
great
the ball.
position. You hand
Hold
them
on to the
balls
ball.
in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A
There we
lot
go.
on the line today.
They've
All
got
right,
the big
let's do it.
fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first
go.
and 10. Try to get it to the edge. This
I
time
didn't-
he doesn't get loose.
Okay.
And finally
Okay.
the defense gets him.
He can tackle. I ain't never say he couldn't tackle. He can tackle.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back.
Ah.
Listen, we've given up one big play.
Ah, there we go.
All eyes on him. Nice job.
There we
getting
go.
the guy in the frame.
The
Let's go.
Trojans headed quickly to the line. They'll try to bully
There you
their
go.
way for
There you
the
go.
first.
There you go.
Oh, he's got
There
a
you go.
chance.
There you go.
On the Jets. And
Let's
you
go.
can
Get him
see
out of
the
there.
offense
Get him out of there,
just
kid.
feeling itself. They've
Get him
got
out
it
of
down
there.
to the 21.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical.
There you go.
Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this
Got that
offense.
safety over the top back there. And the
To the
zone.
air. It's Duncan.
Got him. Let's go, baby.
Grabbed over the middle.
Let's go.
It's Matthews.
Whoop, whoop.
He is down at the 1. A
Let's go.
terrific run after the throw and catch.
I don't care what y'all do on defense, man. It don't matter.
Playmakers at all the skill
Let's go.
positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they
Can't cover everybody.
this lead.
Can't cover everybody.
No bones about it for this offense. 5 wide
Can't cover
receivers.
everybody.
Find the space. Find the matchup. He identified
Can't cover
it.
everybody.
Nice 2-point conversion play.
Say it one more time. You can't cover everybody.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10.
That's a good return
Couldn't
now.
find a way to create that broken
That's a good
field
return
as he
now.
stopped at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
There we go.
For this
There we
unit,
go.
They've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Just feeds the running back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Timeout called here by the defense.
I thought we lifted that dude. We lifted that
When
dude
the
up.
Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
Let me not call that defense no more. But yeah, somebody way down the field.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on
Might
to
as
the
well
ball.
catch it.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over
Here we
and
go.
over and over. They feel like they can run that.
All right, here go the
play
run. Here go the
in
run. Here
their
go the run,
sleep.
boys.
Not able to connect there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Here
Got him.
comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the
go.
quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Let's go.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not
Let's
getting
go.
any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated,
go.
but he told us this week he wasn't going to
Let's
try
go.
to press. He was just going to go out in this game,
Let's go,
be
Cam.
himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
You got the freshman in there playing. Way to go, Cam.
Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt.
Here we go. Catch the ball. It's out of bounds. It's at the 2.
It goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Pass to
Come on,
Stinson,
baby.
he may get more. He's loose on the right. The 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take
Let's
it
go.
in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets
Throw it
better
behind it,
as the
baby. Good,
game
good
goes
throw,
on.
good
More
catch,
and
baby.
more,
We had
give him the
Chad
football.
Ocho
He just
come with the
seems to get
receivers this week.
stronger. He seems to
I
get
told him it was
faster.
okay.
People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes.
Let's go.
He is putting on a show.
What are we going to do with it?
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw, now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. To throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this
The
guy
hands
was going to
up.
be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
My bad.
Little time, lets it go.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
I had to get him loose.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Toss sweep right. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back.
Go, baby. We call that willy-nilly. Let's go. The air up there, baby. Part 2. When in doubt, run it out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
You got this. You got this. There you go.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State.
That's how you hit somebody in the face.
Posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run, fire.
Give me that, boy. Come on, man.
That incomplete pass.
What's that going on here?
Big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a heat. They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. He's in open space downfield. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys...
Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on.
I love back shoulder say it ain't no joke, man.
That's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And some room to work. It's a running room. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd.
Go, boy.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second
King Miller. He'll be playing on Sunday.
Make a guy miss.
He'll be playing on Sunday.
That was a perfectly executed play.
Now you know.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. Quarterback adapting. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
He got me on that spin move there.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. We'll send the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the better.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying.
Don't help him up. He got down there by himself.
6th sack of the game for this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He has the first and still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Washington wants to go quickly. Back to pass. Makes the grab, it's Harris. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He makes a catch. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Washington sends out the punt team. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create.
There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Duncan. Throws to the tight end. Trying to barrel in. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown USC! Fitted in the window for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
That's a freshman.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. They'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Okay, there we go.
Delay of game. Offense.
I'm ready when you are. All right.
so frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
There we go.
To the air, it's Duncan. Going over the top. Pulls it in on the right.
There you go.
They'll get the first
That's what we do in practice right there, baby. Let's go. You gonna get hit anyway, you might want to catch the ball.
You
might catch it. They're gonna hit you anyway. Let's go.
These guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Why didn't catch the ball?
Now here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there.
Oh, I got to catch the ball, bro.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout.
There you go. There you go. Way to make that throw. Let's go.
Exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll take a shot. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Trojans light it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be
the air
this year.
Up there.
Just feel it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium.
Good tackle. Good open field tackle, baby. Good open field tackle.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Let's go, defense. Set the tone, baby. Let's go, Jedi. Let's go.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That pass is well off target.
Good play, Cam.
Hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong.
It should be, though.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Duncan.
There you go. Right on him. There you go. We'll take that.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking to throw on first down. And
too far.
Took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the
That's on me. I had him over too. There we go.
On second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires left. Pulls it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Snap in the shotgun. Buying some time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone,
Duncan.
This quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6.
That's going to be a starting quarterback for the University of Southern California. Where's it? Baker High School? I think it's in St. I don't know what Baker High School is.
Back to pass, it's Duncan.
Good defense.
And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Using his legs, it's Hatcher. Turning it on! Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
Can't do that no more. I can't do that no more. I can't do that no more. I can't show out like that. My bad.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Looking for a man, it's Duncan. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
The air up there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here.
Put my back.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages?
Come back next year. All right. Don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to... Hold on, bro. Give me a second. Hold on. Oh, I do it this way. Okay. Freshman in. Run it back. Run it out. Scan.
We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's...
Touchdown, Husky! They get it into the end zone.
Come on, man.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. They are
way to go, Nate, dog.
To show any mercy as
Wes.
they keep flexing their muscle on
Name
offense.
is Wes. Wes, come out. Come out, Wes. Take it to the iron, boy. Take it to the iron, boy.
Okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Wants to throw. It's West. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you in recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and little rub their nose in it.
Well, give the defense credit, because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. These corners backing off a bit. Got his man on the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
He's going to run it. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Unloads quickly. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Finds a tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Takes the handoff. It's Hatcher. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Fires to the tight end. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms, and decision time for this offense.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's West. Grab near the marker, it's Miller. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to...
He wants to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this moment is great right here to end the game.
Going to sling it on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it on the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fit.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Johnson looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass on second down. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.